All right, there we go. All my stuff is out. Nordic, what's up, dude? Yeah, hopping in a little bit early today to do a live stream of the trailer. Awaken, what's up? Kak, how are you, dude? Yeah, very exciting. Yeah, I agree, Awaken. Please be good. It's gonna hurt my soul if this game turns out to be trash. Jacob, what's up, man? Life is good. I got no complaints, man. Hopefully you can say the same. Ray Claw, what's up, dude? I am doing all right. Took a half day off work so I could live stream for a little bit with you all. Looking forward to it. Deacon, what's up, man? Haven't seen you in a minute, dude. Hope everything's been going okay. Let's see. Let me throw on my camera. There we go. All my lights look good. Everything seems to be up and about. Okay. Trailer does not actually come out until 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. So I think we might as well just play some Dragon Age 2 until it's time for it to come up. But I wanted to make sure that I will be up and at it nice and early. Literally just woke up. Nice. Normally not up this early unless I'm at work. Hey, looks like I caught you at a good time. Wondering what time the stream will end. I'm watching this on my lunch break. Well, the trailer comes out around 11, and then once the trailer comes out, I plan to react to it and then break it down for a little while. So I plan to probably be on until noon, 1 o'clock in the afternoon Central Standard Time. That's the way I'm planning for it to work out. We'll see what actually happens. If it turns out to be trash, we might call it a day much earlier and be like, we don't want to talk about this shit. Let's just go back to our regular lives. But hopefully it actually turns out to be good. We'll see. We shall see. Give me a second. Let me load up Dragon Age 2. Wow, so we can play it while we're waiting. Castin, what's up, dude? How are you, man? So yeah, we'll probably play it till like maybe 10:50, something like that, and then we'll jump off, hop into the browser so that we'll be ready for the trailer to drop. JV, what's up, dude? Early morning for the trailer. Yep. I'm excited, dude. You know, there's not very many series in gaming that I get really, really passionate about. Witcher, Dragon Age, Mass Effect. Those are probably the series where I'm like, man, really makes me feel something. No, I'm Central Time, Keck. I'm in Chicago. Yeah, so that must be CST. Yep, I'm CST. CST all day. I've really got to put in some effort and figure out how I'm supposed to make these wireless so I don't have to plug them in all the time. But discussion for another day. Depends on where you're on. Or it's getting close to night joining for me. Fizzle, what's up, dude? Hope Veilguard will be better than Dragon Age Inquisition. Me too. I actually enjoy Dragon Age Inquisition more than a lot of people, but I absolutely recognize its faults. Has some real MMO qualities that are a turn off, and so I'm hoping that Veilguard doesn't repeat that. To be honest with you, playing through this entire series right now has really honed in for me that that's a problem throughout the Dragon Age series. It's just the worst in Inquisition. But Origins had a bunch of quests that were basically fetch quests. You never actually met the person you were giving the quest to, and it just had you bounce around a bunch of different places doing things. And it was so irritating because you got those quests at the very beginning of the game, but many of them you couldn't finish until the end of the game. And you were constantly wondering, like, man, am I missing something? Am I not doing something right? So I don't appreciate that aspect of it at all. Dragon Age 2 made it even worse by causing it to be just random items you pick up that you magically know who to drop off with, and then you click on them like, oh, I've been looking for this, and thank you so much, and you say thank you, blah blah blah. Feels horrible, feels terrible, absolutely terrible quest design. And then and then Inquisition makes it even worse because it feels so MMO-ish. It feels like you're basically doing the same things over and over again in these different areas. So I think people only point at Inquisition for that, but playing through the series right now, this is a problem throughout the series. And hopefully Veilguard is the one who kind of breaks that and gives us a quest design that is much more engaging. Should be hyped by a lot of series that EA happened. I understand completely. No. You ain't gotta worry about complaining about Inquisition Fizzle. I absolutely understand where you're coming from. Absolutely. Not a problem at all. Been doing great. Can't believe it happened to me, but a Singapore developer in collaboration with lots of old school mainstays for OG made a game called Sword of Convaleria. And if Genshin Impact is Zelda Breath of the Wild, it's the Final Fantasy Tactics. Huh! Really? That's interesting. So sounds like you're having a good time, dude. Dragon Age Inquisition, with its sluggish combat and weird area designs, has its flaws. Still, it is playable, but doesn't have high replayability. It's playable and it has high replayability for me personally because I love the arc, especially if you have Solus in your party and you're paying attention to a lot of his development, and you go all the way through and play Trespasser. The story arc overall in Inquisition is really, really strong. I'm a fan of it. Felt like a single player MMO for me when I first played it. I don't disagree, especially hinterlands and specialization quests. Yeah, that's actually something that BioWare has mentioned in the marketing for Veilguard, how much people dislike the hinterlands and how much they focused on making sure they did not repeat the same mistake with Veilguard, giving people this wide open 10-hour area that felt like such a grind to get through. The DLC added the challenges for replay value. Also, you can replay Wrath of the Righteous several times. I don't have that much patience, I think. Yeah, Wrath of the Righteous is way more replayable than Inquisition. But let's be honest, Wrath of the Righteous is way more replayable than 90% of the games on the market. You could honestly argue it is the most replayable single-player game ever created. Both Final Fantasy Tactics and Ogre hold an extremely special place in my heart. I keep hearing people bring up Tactics Ogre. I'm going to have to try that game out and see if it's something that I would enjoy. Low level runs, no healing, etc. Yeah, I would never do that. I don't get a lot of joy out of that, but I know some people do, so I agree with you. It increases the replayability factor. Have you decided your race for Inquisition and Veilguard? Yes, I'll be an elf for both. In Inquisition, I'll be a female elf so I can romance Solus. In Veilguard, I'll be a male elf and I'll romance the Veil Jumper. I cannot remember her name. As much as I love playing warriors, I found that playing a mage was easier for dragon fights. Best party is Bull, Sarah, and Cassandra. I never liked Sarah. Some people have told me that Sarah actually develops quite a bit in the Trespasser DLC, and I either I don't remember that or I never paid attention to it, and so I'll definitely be on the lookout. But I found her, she just does not appeal to me at all. But I understand that there's another different type of gamer. We were actually talking about this last night on the stream, and somebody mentioned that all the gamer girls love Sarah. So I feel like she's meant to appeal to a certain segment of the market, and I'm good with that because, hey, I want them to have somebody that appeals to them and makes them feel like they're seen. So that works for me. But she's just not my type of character. I only ran with her in my party once, and it was not all that enjoyable. Not my cup of tea. You know, I thought we were going to do Dragon Age 2, but I find I'm paying so much attention to the chat that I don't really want to play a game, so I'm just going to let some Dragon Age Veilguard footage run. 1 second, let me pull that up. Oh, in fact, yeah, let me just go to the channel. Yeah, here we go. That'll take us right around to the time we need to be at for for whatchamacallit. And let's do this. And there we go. We can let that play while we're doing this. And in fact, that could also help to confirm that the desktop sound is loud enough for you all and all that good stuff. Let's see. As much as I love playing warriors, I found that playing a mage was easier for dragonflies, right? The issue with the hinterlands was too big for its own good without much interesting going on about it. Yep, I agree. Got a heavy anti-elf bias. Whoa! So I hope we both get what we want, you know? my live stream of the game, absolutely heavy elf bias. I'm going to be all about supporting Solus. But I do plan to do, you know what? Now that I think about it, my Qunari run probably isn't good for anti-alpha. Maybe I'll just be a human. Maybe I'll just be a human mage and kind of play as the evil Teventer Magister who has no compassion for the elves whatsoever. That might be more interesting. Tactus Ogre is amazing. What is so amazing about Tactus Ogre? I keep hearing people say it's great, but I don't hear people give details. Jovi, Dee, what's going on? Winterheart, what's going on? How are you? Hinterlands is just too generic. It has nothing that really made it interesting at all. It's hard to disagree with that. Just found out about a new DC game, DC Dark Legends. I haven't heard anything about that, Castian. What's going on, Marinan? How are you? Even ProJard advertised for Wrath of Rights, even though his thing is JRPGs. It crosses boundaries. Sarah and Bull share a lot of fun dialogue after dragon fights. Really? And you get approval if you take them into the fights. I didn't know that. I didn't know Sarah gets approval from fighting the dragon. I can't remember what her build is like. Is it gonna feel annoying bringing her with me? But I might go ahead and try that out. Sarah did the opposite of growing on me. She started off as kind of funny in a juvenile way, and then it got a whole lot worse. Yeah, Doctor, I'm not a fan of her personality, to be honest with you. Sarah is like milk that always smelled funny the first time. Not a fan. Not a fan. But hey, she works for some people, so good for them. I hated Sarah until Trespasser. Right, that's what I heard, until she became all right. She's just too childish and immature. Yeah, I heard that in Trespasser, she says, like, hey, I had to mature a little bit. I also didn't like how much she just blindly hated my female elf. Yeah, especially if you're playing as an elf, Sarah isn't going to be quite as enjoyable. I want to see the character creator. Most games don't have my hairstyle. Yeah, Lion, BioWare did confirm that they're going to release a character creation system early so that players have the opportunity to be able to play around with it. So I'm definitely going to be live streaming, playing around with that system, putting my character together, making sure my elf will be ready to go.
The ritual must be weakening the veil.
I didn't get a live notification. Oh, I'm sorry. Jovi, that's why you got to join the Discord, man. If you all join the Discord, I always put a message in there letting everybody know that I'm live streaming. So if you, as long as you join the Discord, link in the description, you'll be able to get those notifications. Tactics Ogre is a huge political drama. Oh, that's interesting. With a fantastic combat system similar to Final Fantasy Tactics. Do you actually make decisions in the story for Tactics Ogre, or are you on rails? He's look at this rook and the ones they shut on announcement. This dude is hot. Yeah, Casket, I feel like the rook here looks way better than the rook they provided screenshots for. Am I wrong? How do you all feel about it? When I looked at the rooks in the screenshot, I was like, it's all right. But this rook, to be honest with you, none of them to me like make me think, oh wow, this character creation is just going to just be amazing. But he looks like the most natural to me.
Follow me.
And don't look like plastic, right? John, what's going on? You playing Tactics Ogre now? That's awesome. How deep are you into it, and do you like it so far? Sarah's a really strong companion, in my opinion, mechanically at least. She is annoying as hell, but it's worth to take her along with Solus just to hear her mess with her hands. Yeah, I do remember Solus and Sarah having interesting dialogue. And you know what? I've heard that Iron Bull is not going to be in this game. That, I guess, Freddie Prinze Jr. fell out of favor with BioWare. If Iron Bull isn't in the game, I might have to switch up my party. Originally, it was going to be me, Solus, and then Dorian and Iron Bull, because I love seeing their romance and relationship grow and develop over time. But if Iron Bull is not going to be in Veilguard anymore.
I think
I
that's the
might have
last
to
of 'em.
switch that up. Maybe I'll take out Iron Bull and pull in Sarah instead, which would be hilarious because I know so many of you hate her. So you can talk about how much you hate her dialogue the whole time, and me being an elf, there'll be so much reactivity. That might be the move. That might be the playthrough. Now that I think about it, players and Sarah likes you as long as you don't act elfy. But I'm gonna be an elf that's all about the elf. So it just is what it is. Gracie, what's going on? How are you? There are a few things that made Tactics Ogre stand out in a big way, but you're dealing with a pretty crunchy unit management game with lots of customization and progression. And also, yeah, exactly, a very grand medieval fantasy political strife story in which you have a big choice to make early on as to which direction you go, and things get very wild despite your modest beginnings and your friends from childhood. Did you play King Arthur? Is this similar to that when it comes to unit management, or is it very different? Decisions, yes, okay. The Discord link is broken for me. Whoa, I tried it before, but it just says I don't have permission. Whoa! That's not acceptable. Give me a second. Which one is on the other side? I think it's this one. There we go. And do this. And and let me check my own freaking stream and see what's going on. Give me 1 second, y'all. I can't see the chat right now because I'm checking on this. I want to actually go into... What am I trying to do? Oh, yeah. Here, let me go into YouTube Studio and then go into my content and then go into my live and then go into the description and then look at the link. I set the link to never expire, so it should never expire. Let's see what happens. Yeah, no, it comes off of Slander Gaming. Yeah. And then just launch the app. Yeah, link works fine. Here, hold on. I'll put it in chat. Blah, what's up, dude? How are you? Jovi. That Discord link should work for you, no problem. All right. Agree, the screenshots were disappointing. Yeah. Bitted Bear really sells the dashy rogue look. Sarah's oh, right, she's a Tempest rogue. No lie, he might have retired from acting, but first he said he was disappointed that BioWare didn't reach out. So frankly, the fact that they didn't reach out, or maybe whatever occurred that caused the falling out, probably caused him to retire from acting. Here they're releasing the character creator early. Yep. I can't wait to see it as well. I loved creating a Kunari in Inquisition, and I'm really hoping it's equally enthralling here in Dragon Age Veilguard. We'll see. Sorry, I need another one of these. And what was I trying to do? Oh, right. Let me go in here. I forgot I need this. There we go. Now we'll come back over here, and then we'll come back and put this up. There we go. Excellent. Her banter with Solus, as far as I see at least, is playing out dumb. But do you feel like all of her dialogue is done? Voyavoda, what's going on? How are you doing? I hope the Kunari look good. Me too. Didn't play King Arthur myself. Don't have that context. Got you. Okay. I haven't played a whole lot of unit management games. But I do love stories with political intrigue. So honestly, the way you describe the Tactics Ogre story, it sounds right up my alley. I'm going to spend the entire playthrough playing devil's advocate for Sarah, since I think she has a few good points. Really? See, that makes it even more interesting. Yeah, I might have to do this. Ready for the slander. I appreciate you, Blah. I'm really excited for this trailer drop. Ooh, whoops. Why is that bottom portion showing? There we go. Sarah's personality might be annoying, but her politics are impeccable. Always help the working class over the rich, which is now that part I absolutely agree with. I definitely feel like Sarah, the way she's always thinking about the little person and has little to no respect for people who are rich, like that part is a little bit more endearing. It's all the other stuff that comes with it, the self-hatred, the elf-hatred, that is just annoying. Oh, absolutely, Voda. No problem. Appreciate you checking me out on Twitch. Hope you're having a good day.
This is Arlethan
Sarah's,
Forest.
someone said Neve had a floor tile. I prefer book, but floor tile honestly works as well. Her whole character was annoying, but I liked her ideals. I like Sarah, but I understand why people don't like her. I would say Final Fantasy Tactics handles the delivery of the narrative more elegantly than Tactics Ogre, both made by the same team. Oh, okay, interesting. But TO is why Tactics happened. So what would you say is the bad aspect about Ogre? What do you dislike about the game? When you look at recruit missions, Sarah's feels idiotic. Her rumbling about breaches. I forgot about that. But hey, considering the way her character actually is, it's pretty accurate. It's a pretty accurate introduction. Like, if you don't like her introduction, you're probably not going to like her character either. And if you like her introduction, her character is just going to continue that on. So, hey, you can't ask for much more than that. Discord link worked. Awesome. Glad to hear it, Jovi. Welcome to the Discord server. Lord, Tyler's funny. Vivian, who is least popular among game... What? Vivian is the least popular party members among gamers for Inquisition? To me, Vivian is one of the strongest characters in the game. She's one of those characters where I'm sitting there like, why didn't you all make her romanceable? Like, I complain about Seela and Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, but at least on some level, I understand why she's not romanceable, even outside of her being a kind of character. You know, she's the paladin. Usually, those people are not available for you to be romantic with them. But Vivian just all the way around just annoys me. But I love her personality. I love the way she basically is wholly complicit in the subjugation of mages for her own personal benefit. She is such a politician, such an evil, conniving politician. And I feel like in games and entertainment in general, it's hard to do that type of character right. It's easy to make them corny or cartoony or someone who you feel like should have already been discovered and foiled by the time you meet them. They did a great job of portraying Vivian as not only, in my personal opinion, evil, but also extremely competent and true. Like, you understand why she's been able to succeed the way that she has. Do you think the game will hit plus $100? What do you mean? I mean, the impression looking at the trailer is this is another forgettable Marvel. What's going on, Bruno? So far from Dragon Age vibes. It's very, very far. I don't feel like it's far from Dragon Age vibes. It's definitely far from Origins vibes. But let's be honest, each game in the series has gotten further and further away from Origins. Somebody left a message on my YouTube last night saying I've already said that, in my opinion, Dragon Age Origins is the best game in the whole series. And they asked, and they said, so many people that I've talked to say the same thing. Dragon Age Origins was by far the best one. Why didn't BioWare just stick with keeping Dragon Age as a CRPG? Wouldn't that have made the games so much better? And you can make the case that maybe the games would have been more critically acclaimed, but the fact of the matter is, at the time Dragon Age Origins came out, CRPGs in a lot of ways were dying. Like, people don't remember how much Pillars of Eternity did for the overall CRPG genre. A lot of people felt like before Pillars of Eternity came out, CRPGs were just going to die out completely. Now with Baldur's Gate 3 and all the other games coming out, there's this huge resurgence. But there was really a time when people felt like CRPGs were no longer going to exist. So for me, living in that era, like seeing what the video game landscape was like during that time, I understand why BioWare felt like, no, we have to deviate from what we did before. It's unfortunate to me. I would love to see another game like Dragon Age Origins, but I'm not of this mindset that the Dragon Age series would be doing so much better if they had just stuck with the Dragon Age Origins way of doing games. They wouldn't have nearly the same market, because let's be honest, the last Dragon Age game didn't come out until 10 years ago, and yet still there's a massive amount of people who are all the way on board ready for a new one to come out. A lot of that has to do with Inquisition. Just being honest, there's a whole lot of Dragon Age fans who never played Origins, or frankly feel like Origins is the worst game in the whole series. And it's not about, a lot of people like to say it's about whether or not you like hardcore games. That's not true. Mortismal Gaming loves hardcore CRPGs. He plays way harder games than I do. And you can look at his review, you can look at his content regarding Dragon Age, he'll tell you, I think Dragon Age is the worst in the series. It's not about that. It's about a lot of people feel like the systems and the look and the more action fluid combat is superior to what Origins provides. So it allowed them, that change allowed them to really expand their market. It just is what it is. Ironically, the game that seems to be going back to an Origins format and looks like basically Dragon Age Origins with a different coat of paint. I know y'all gonna call me crazy. Greedfall 2. Greedfall 2 has completely changed their combat, where it basically looks like Origins do. It looks exactly like Origins. It's not the same as the first game at all. And they have that same emphasis on party members, story. It's supposed to be a very dark and grim world. It's an area that's being completely overrun by a plague, and it's a prequel, so you already know the plague basically takes over the entire area, and they all end up having to flee. And so, if you're looking for a game that's coming out soon that might more closely reflect what we got from Dragon Age Origins, that tone and that style, it seems like Greedfall 2 is where it's going to be at. All right, sorry. I know I've missed a bunch of things. Let me scroll back. Final Harness Romanceable is a big plus. Yep, for sure. Recognize the game. What's going on, Bobby? What's up, Rock? How are you, man? Man, I've been all over the place with Veilguard. It's been a roller coaster. I hope it's great. Me too. I do not have high hopes for this game. Mostly here for slander the community. I would rather be radically surprised than greatly disappointed again. I understand completely, Deacon. I understand. So is there anything you could see in this trailer that would convince you that you wanted to, that you should buy this game? Didn't see Vivian as evil. She is simply pragmatic to a fault. She's the image of an effective politician. I agree 100%. Yeah, I agree. I don't like it, but yeah, agree. Got you, John. I have a love-hate relationship with Vivian. She's too elitist and bougie, but her personal quest proves she has a heart. She's just too quick to ignore the little people. I don't think she ignores them. I just think she sees it as to her. She sees their pain as to her advantage. That's what it is. She says, hey, why should I want you to do better? It's just going to cause me to do worse. Is October going to be the biggest month for gaming this year? We'll see. I mean, this game doesn't come out until October 31st. What else is coming out in October? I feel like September is really where it's at, right? September, we've got the Baldur's Gate 3 patch coming out. We've got the Greedfall 2 beta coming out. I know that Terminator survival game, they're also supposed to be releasing a beta. I think that's coming out in September, right? So it seems like September is going to be a really big month. Those problematic characters are always my favorite. They're always interesting. Sounds like the Skyrim effect. What do you mean, Rock? One thing that I don't get is why they changed the name to Veilguard. Dreadwolf was such a better name in my opinion. They said they changed the name because this game isn't really about Dreadwolf. And so calling it Dragon Age Dreadwolf, while that name is definitely more catchy, they said it wasn't true to the type of experience they were crafting. And so because of that, they decided it made a lot more sense to change the name into something that was more true to the story they were trying to create. For Dragon Age games or Mass Effect games, story comes over gameplay mechanics. Somehow get used to them. Other than rust and constraining parts, Dragon Age 2 story as a whole was memorable. Yep, I agree. I agree. Vivian was great. Was just disappointed when she wasn't eligible. She was one of the few Dragon Age Inquisition cast if I can hold a serious conversation with, despite them trying to push the haughty schemer angle. Yeah, I was a fan of Vivian. Usually I'm siding with the mages, so I don't keep her at the party, but I love the conversation with her. Especially when I'm doing what she wants. When she feels like we're partners in crime, the reactivity from her is fantastic. How do you guys feel about the combat animations for the rogue? I think they look cool. I think the animations look really cool, but I'm still concerned about the combat. I'm definitely looking forward to the combat presentation, because the idea that I'm limited to 3 abilities and I cannot control my party members is all very worrisome. Typically, in my opinion, party member AI leaves a whole lot to be desired. And so it's got that. The game won't deal with the Dreadwolf. Betty's going to be replaced after this scene. He's not replaced, but it's not the focus. Greedfall 2. Yep, Greedfall 2. I don't know if you all played Greedfall 1. It was I enjoyed it, but it was just okay. It could have been better. But Greedfall 2 is definitely looking interesting. C Brock, what's up, man? They always post this while I'm at work, so I don't know if I can stick around. Yeah, no problem, dude. I understand. Mages have gotten more powerful from the first game. Yeah, the devs mentioned that being limited to 3 abilities is deceiving, because there's so many different things mages can do in combat that don't directly revolve around using their abilities, that it's not like you're sitting around bored with nothing to do. So what does that actually mean? Does that actually translate in the experience? We're gonna see. I thought this wasn't happening for another 15 minutes. It's not, Brian. I just jumped on early to go ahead and let people come in and talk Dragon Age. I love talking Dragon Age in general. So I figured, why wait? Let's just go ahead and get into it. But yeah, it's not coming out for another 10 minutes. So we'll watch a couple more trailers, and then we'll sit and wait for it to actually come through.
I face tyrants.
Oh, Space Marine 2. That's a great call out. Yeah, I definitely plan to play that. And the Rogue Trader DLC. Damn, you all are right. I forgot about that. Damn, there are a lot of things happening in September. You're 100% correct. Don't think that I was excited, though. I do hope you guys end up getting what you want for what it's worth. Thanks, Deacon. I appreciate it.
It's time for
no, they announced Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 isn't coming out until February, Jovi.
no magic.
Eric, what's up, man? I'm just streaming for the for the trailer. That's all, man. Just on for a little bit. Ice Killer, what's going on, man? Appreciate you following me over on Twitch.
I've got your back.
I have to admit, the new chaos ending for Baldur's Gate 3 coming with Update 7 is one of the most brutal things I saw in a CRPG. Oh, really? I haven't seen him yet. Okay, I can't wait to check him out. Look unnecessarily flip-floppy. It reminds me of the spin shot from Book of Boba Fett. You're talking about when you're looking at the Rogue? I didn't feel that way, but who knows? Maybe when we see another combat preview, I'll feel the same way. Ghost, what's up, man? Been working in my pocket, I'm in my ear. I appreciate it, dude. I admit that I was apathetic.
The official gameplay reveal of Dragon Age.
That's been gold. Let's see. Let's watch one more, and then we'll be done. Hey, this is back for 2018. This is the very beginning. The work I'll leave this run and give through time. Appreciate you, Brian. Take care, man. I'd admit that I was apathetic towards Veilguard. Now I might get it after reviews come out on sale. Andromeda is a pretty big reason why I don't buy them on release. Yeah, I understand that. I was disappointed by Andromeda as well. It was unfortunate, for sure. Yeah, I haven't finished Greedfall yet. It's okay so far. I'm at the stage of the game where I'm ready to reach the end. Yeah, Greedfall didn't hold up. It's very interesting, right? The mix of mechanics that they have. The companions were okay as well, and the world building was pretty solid. But, you know, and that's a great way to say it. It's got a whole lot of things that are solid. It didn't have anything that made me go, oh man, this game is amazing. I can't wait until they do more with it, you know? And so it'll be interesting to see if Greedfall 2 is different. All right. We can go ahead and sit here and wait for it to get started. Yeah, I haven't finished Greedfall yet. This looks like it was made for people with TikTok brain. What's going on, Prodigal Dog? For people who need something flashy every 3 seconds to keep their attention. Well, you know, it's interesting. One of the reasons the devs provided for why they're not giving you control over your party members is that they say you personally have so much to do in combat that there's no fluid way for you to also manage what your party members are doing. And they were saying in their testing, people who were playing the system ignored their party members and just focused on themselves. So they're like, we might as well just go with that. We'll see if that turns out to actually be true. Yeah, Jovi, it got delayed. This looks like, did they mention whether the other companions from Inquisition would have a cameo? They said there will be cameos. They have not said specifically which ones. But to me, there's no question Inquisition is probably going to be the game they'll pull the most from. Especially since they've already confirmed they confirmed the Inquisitor will be in the game. And Dorian from Inquisition will definitely be in the game. And obviously Solus is going to be in the game. Harding is going to be in the game. Varric is going to be in the game. Other party members, not sure. Cassandra's got to show up. She's got to show up somewhere. Turn the convo to the Road Trader DLC. I'm going to have to restart my Pyro playthrough. Now that I know Blade Dance and Executioner will combo with it. Yeah, both of them look very exciting. For sure, those look exciting. Looking forward to Black Myth, but yeah, September is stacked. I'm looking forward to watching some people play Black Myth. I'm not going to play it myself. It looks like a Demon Souls, Dark Souls type game that isn't really my thing, but it'll be fun to watch other people wrestle with it. Oh, some of y'all not fans of Asmongold, huh? Chromatic, what up, dude? How are you? Lahel, what's up? I haven't seen you in a minute. Hey there, do you have any predictions for Mass Effect? Well, you mean Mass Effect 5? Because Mass Effect 4 was Andromeda, right? Obviously Liara's going to be involved in it. I think they're going to ignore Andromeda. I think there's not enough people who played Andromeda for them to feel comfortable continuing that storyline. So I think they're just going to blow it up and go in a completely different direction. There have been talks about they might try to bring back Shepard. I'm strongly against that. Very much so the mindset Shepard's story has ended. It's time to move on into something different. But I can understand BioWare is probably very, very scared about about how they can try to get people to feel confident in Mass Effect 5. So I wouldn't really hold it against them if they decided to bring Shepard back. Really not see what the draw was of Greedfall. I was excited to give it a shot. It lost me by the time I got to the arena and cheesed it. Yeah, I understand. It didn't hold up. It had some interesting things, but it didn't hold up. So I'm hoping that they're going to do better this time. Likely play Inquisition to get it prepared for Veilguard. That's what I'm going to do. I'm hoping that we'll start on that in September. Yeah, Chromatic, no party control is kind of iffy. Greedfall 2 would be a proper CRPG, I think, so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, it seems like it. What's up, John? Can we watch original Dragon Age Origins live trailers? We could have earlier, but unfortunately, this is going to premiere in about 3 minutes, so I don't want to get away from that. We watched some of the other Veilguard trailers earlier in the stream. They're dumbed down for Gen Z. It might be. When do you think we'll see the next Larian game? I'm going to go with 4 years. They said they don't expect the turnaround time to be as long as Baldur's Gate 3, but they also said that they expect this next game to be even bigger than Baldur's Gate 3. So I'm going to say 4 years. I also ignore Andromeda. When Mass Effect 5 gets announced, we're going to play through the entire series, Andromeda included. Not being able to control characters isn't that new. Andromeda literally prevented you. Yeah, but the problem is this is Dragon Age, and that's the complaint a lot of people have. They feel like BioWare is trying to make Dragon Age more like Mass Effect, when originally they were two completely different series that honestly appealed. They scratched different itches for players. Like, yeah, sure, players who love just being able to control themselves and party members do what they do, they loved Mass Effect. For those people who enjoyed a greater degree of control and setting up the mechanics of their party members, Dragon Age provided a much better experience. And now they're basically the same thing. Many people are not happy about that, for sure. For sure. Andromeda will be ignored. What's up, buddy? Trailer looks mad. Runs around loose and awkward, scripted. Yeah, we'll see if this trailer is the same way. Andromeda. Liquid, what's up, man? Do you not want Shepard to be in the game at all, or just not the main character? Not the main character and not a huge focus. I don't want them to cop out. You're gonna have to create something new in order to get people to latch on to something new. Just accept it. Spell and Shield, what's going on, man? Hey, for those who are not aware, Spell and Shield, he's another content creator like me, focusing on a lot of CRPG content. Pretty sure he's also doing content on Veilguard. So if you're looking for somebody else who's making content on the series, I would definitely recommend you check him out. I want to change my mind, remaining neutral about this. Oh, yeah, for those of you who are much more down on Veilguard than I am, Spell and Shield might give you content that's closer to your current mindset. Chat, legend. Yep, absolutely. Dragon Age Origins has tactical camera. That's true. Yeah, Spell and Shield does have a great voice for content. When will this trailer actually start? Apparently in less than 60 seconds. Orange's tactics system was really good. I played a rogue and was more than busy micromanaging my character. Good set of tactics so you could ignore the party. Yep. What's going on, R? Mass Effect 2 was the best movie-like game I have ever played. Yeah, Mass Effect 2 was fantastic. All right, here we go. Premiere will begin shortly. If it isn't already clear, Solus was right. That's what this all leads up to. Solus was right, and this is the time where we'll actually finally be able to prove it. Finally be able to get vengeance for everything that has happened to the elves. The Ventor, the Chantry, all of the organizations that have played a part in holding the elves down. My hope, this game is when we'll finally be able to address the issues, as opposed to just having to watch as the elves are brutalized. Premiere will begin shortly. What's the problem, man? Can't be that many people watching the trailer. Let's go. We can close out the chat. What's the deal? Here we are. Aha! I forgot when you're looking at the premiere, they do a countdown first. So here, hold on. I'll bring back up the chat there. Where's the chat? There we go. Show the chat. Show the chat. We can look at the chat while waiting. Solus did nothing wrong. Solus was right. The Dread Wolf take us all. I'm 100% all the way with it. I'm sorry, you people who try to say Solus is the problem, absolutely not. Solus is the solution. What Solus did was absolutely correct before, and what he's doing now is absolutely correct, without question. And if you've played the entire series, you know this. You know that you went through the entirety of Dragon Age Origins as a city elf, put your life on the line to save humans throughout Ferelden, and in the end, they murdered your damn cousin because she was an elf. It's absolutely unacceptable. It's absolutely unacceptable. The veil has to be ripped down. What that does to humans is absolutely irrelevant. It's absolutely irrelevant. Wolfhard, what up, man? How are you, dude? Vagrant, what's up, dude? How are you? Good to see both of you. Nah, absolutely irrelevant. I want to side with Solus, and I hope we can. Me too, 110%. I want to side with Solus. No question. No question. No question. Woo! Let's go! I'm actually excited for this. There aren't that many video game series I'm excited about. Dragon Age is 100% one of them. We can go ahead and do this. Man, 10 years in the making. Please be good. Please, please, please be good.
You have no idea what you have done. The blighted elven gods walk free, all because you disrupted my ritual.
You battle against gods. They will not rest until you are on your knees. Fearful, cowering.
What is that?
Helpless in the face of such power.
Rook, you've got this. I've seen your work. You're clever, adaptable, and you don't know when to quit.
You want allies to go after the gods? I've got places to look.
Where do we start? I'll be damned. A griffin. In war, victory.
Oh, snap.
I'm ready.
I've never seen this before. There's something kind of exciting about it.
Wait, did she do that? Whoa!
Let the fade draw close.
Draw the dragon out into the open. Then attack.
You and me, Rook. Maybe that's what scares me.
These are the times in which legends are born or slain.
Whoa! Come on.
Our gods are back. Our gods. How do we stand against that?
Oh.
I believe in all of us. So let's get it done.
Oh, snap. Okay. Interesting. And, receive the Blood Dragon cosmetic armor. Whoa. Sorry, I was a huge fan of the Blood Dragon armor. Ha! Very, very interesting. I agree, RB. This trailer is a lot better. It's a lot better. I feel like, and it's interesting that they decided to go ahead and reveal some of the things that we learned in the game trailers write-up. So things that I didn't talk about in my video covering that because I felt like it would be spoilery. Right, and I see some of you already saying you feel like it revealed too much. And I can kind of understand that, but I also feel like they had to. I think that they had to. Why did they not release this instead of that damn companion trailer? Exactly. You see, there's a whole lot of people who felt like this game wasn't close to Dragon Age, who felt like this wasn't in line with what they've seen for the rest of the series, who saw that trailer just now and have a whole lot more faith in what BioWare is doing. I think that they had to do it. But I can absolutely understand the people who feel like, man, this revealed more than what I would have preferred. Now, so let's go over some of the things I really like about it. I really love, obviously, that Morgan is in it. That was a concern. It wasn't officially announced that she was going to be back. If Morgan's back, that means the old god baby is back. And I gotta hope, I gotta believe, right, that we're finally gonna get some real answers about what is going on with the old god baby. So that is fantastic. What the Game Informer article revealed that I didn't specifically say is, like the trailer mentions, when you interrupted Soulless' ritual, some of his old brethren came out. Now he's stuck in the Fade, and they're out in the real world. So these old elven gods who he turned against to begin with have now risen again, and you've got to collaborate with Soulless to figure out how to stop them. The question becomes, does this still give you a way to all the way side with Soulless and tear down the veil and help the elves? We'll see, but I think that is an absolutely fantastic setup. The idea that all of the elven gods are back and you've got to figure out how to deal with it, I think is fantastic. It also makes it clear why the Grey Wardens are so heavily involved, right? Because you can already see these archdemons are spreading the blight and causing havoc, which also brings into question what actually are archdemons, right? Because we've always been told it was the old gods, but not the elven old gods. And so, yeah, I feel like from a lore standpoint, from a core story standpoint, there's just a lot of interesting things going on with this game that make me intrigued. Now, what are some of the things that I don't particularly like? I'm not a fan of the way the characters look, to be honest. The art style of their look, I'm not a fan of it. Someone mentioned that they feel like the art was whack. I don't feel like the art is whack, but I don't like the way they've drawn the people. And when I say that, I mean both the companions and the enemies. I'm not impressed with the enemy design right now. But what I do love about the art is the cities. The cities and some of the different areas and the cutscenes that we're looking at here, I feel like all of that is done really, really well and really pulls me in. Also, the dragons and the dread wolf creature that we saw towards the end. I feel like all of them look absolutely terrifying. They look ferocious. They look like it's going to be really, really interesting to go up against them. And so from that standpoint, I'm impressed by where it's done. But when you take close up to their faces, I don't know how to describe it. Their face almost looks blurry. And you know what? Here's one thing though. I think when you look at the premiere, you get the worst version of it, right? I wonder if there's a 4K version that's available. Let me see. Okay, so here, hold on. This is the 4K version of the trailer. Maybe that might look a little bit better to me. We'll see. But Flemeth took the old god's soul, and Soulless sucked her soul out. You know, it's not clear that Flemeth is actually dead. Remember, Flemeth has split up her soul before. So just because Soulless took that soul out of her body, that doesn't mean that she's dead. We don't know that that was all of her bodies, especially if you didn't kill Flemeth in Dragon Age 1. So let's see if in 4K this looks better.
They will not rest until you are on your knees.
The face, you know what? The faces already look a little bit better.
Powering.
Yeah, you know what? In 4K, the faces are more impressive. In 4K, the faces are more impressive. So it probably was just,
You've got this.
just the quality at which you had to stream it. Derek with a beard, though. I'm Bioware making poor link here. No, couldn't see that coming. Call it. Your player character is Morgan's old god baby. Oh! Which is why you are the chosen one with the power to save the day. That would be insane. I didn't even think about that, but I wouldn't be surprised at all. That would actually make a ton of sense. That would make a ton of sense. Oh man, that would be hype. I would be 100% down for that. I'd be 100% down for that.
There's something kind of
Souls during the full cinematics isn't bad with the detail they gave them, but everyone else looks like muddy water. Yeah, it's not. I feel like it's not quite as clear or as good as it should be. But again, it looks much better in 4K, and maybe when I play the full game, it'll look even better. At least they took Nev's hat off.
Throw the dragon out into the open.
It's stylized pseudo CG movie style. I would have preferred a different style, but I'm over it. It isn't terrible. What's going on, Murderface? If you refuse Morgan's ritual in Dragon Age Origins, there could be no God baby. Oh, that's a good call out, Nick. That's a good call out. I didn't even think about that, but you're right. There are some odd people who decided not to create the old God baby. What's wrong with you all? How could you? It will probably age better than Dragon Age Inquisition's art style did. See, I'm one of those people. I never had an issue with Inquisition's art style, especially the tarot cards and all that. I loved it. Seems like they realized the tone they should be going for because the previous marketing was whack. Yeah, this is better. This is the best piece of marketing I've seen for Veilguard yet. Definitely. By far, this is the best piece of marketing. And I think they realize we can't just trust that people will trust us and buy this game. We better go all out and make it clear. No, this game has been made by people who know and understand Dragon Age. All right. So I think they made the right decision. I think they made the right decision at the end. We have a canonical appearance of Morgan's child. Oh, yeah, that's true, too. In Inquisition, she briefly brings the child out. Nonetheless, BioWare pulls. They could always pull 180. It is what it is. Oh, wow, baby. General Sire operating Reeves Bell. Yeah, I could be by So, did you? I don't want to play as my kid for Dragon Age Origins. I want him to be his own character. What's up, Rex? Okay, so it looks like some people are against it. And it looks like it's probably not feasible story-wise anyway. Unless they're just going to say, oh, God, baby is canon. And human looking on top of that. Also, race reassignment operation. Well, not necessarily. Your race might be consistent. Dragon Age, because our style was fine. Hey, women usually romance Alistair in Origins, and they don't want him to bang Morgan at the end, so no baby. Yeah, but do you want him to die? Well, I guess no, because if you brought in Logain, you don't have a romance with Alistair anyway, right? He probably breaks off the romance with you. So yeah, if you do it that way, either you or Alistair dies. Are a lot of people choosing that decision? I don't feel like a lot of people are choosing that decision. Tarot cards are fine. I meant Inquisition wait for a more realistic art style. Well, it's good at the time, but ages faster than stylized art styles. Really? Okay. I'll keep that in mind. I definitely plan to start playing Inquisition next month. Or next month at the latest, rather. Hopefully earlier. So that's out of the window, man. No offense. What do you mean? The old guy, baby? We just got cutscenes. I want to see more gameplay footage. Gonzalez, they're coming out with a look at combat. It's either later this week or next week. That's where you're going to see the real footage and really get some insight into how things are going to work for the game. Inquisition animations age poorly. This looks in. We don't know if it plays like Dragon Age. We haven't played it yet. And each Dragon Age game is significantly different. This still feels completely on rails. Like you can't make decisions in the game. Yeah, that might be true, Wiz. We won't know until it comes out. It's not clear yet. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. All right, let's see if let's look at the trailer and see what we can pull from it. So this starts with Solus talking to him, and he's out in the fade.
Walk free. All because you disrupted my ritual.
I agree. Solus does look good in that. I don't remember who both of them are. I'm pretty sure one of them is Elganon, but I don't remember who the other one is. But yeah, both of them are now locked in the real world while Solus is trapped in the Fade. He can't come out here and help you. I don't understand what's going on here. Oh, are they supposed to be making her into a brood mother? Because I know in the Game Informer article, they said that the blight is spreading throughout the, forgot the name of that forest that's right outside of Teventer. But the blight, with those two elven guys coming out from the Fade, they brought the blight with them, and now it's spreading out throughout the forest, which is what is attracting the Darkspawn. And of course, the Darkspawn would be capturing people and making brood mothers out of them. I'm not looking forward to facing the brood mothers again. Black City, but it's in the Fade. So maybe a version of the Black City in the Fade. That would be That would be fascinating. Olathan Forest. Yeah. The Olathan Forest is being blighted. Very excited. It's like he's dying here coming up. I doubt they kill Varric. At least not early. At least not early. 100%. Every Dragon Age game is very different for better or worse. I'm far more positive on the game after this trailer and previously reading what the devs have said about the game. Nice. That's awesome here. What's up, Epic? Just got to say, Scout, Harding, Sandal. Right! That's what I meant to say. That's clearly a call out to Sandal, right? Probably play more like Mass Effect Andromeda. Possibly. Then Morgan's voice act. She did say she wasn't in Veilguard, which was why I was so shocked when I saw her. This is the last Dragon Age. They haven't said that. Dragon Pulse looks inspired by Dragon's Dogma. Claudia Black has to be returning as Morgan. There is no Morgan without Claudia Black. It's got to be her. It's got to be her. I have to buy up the IP just to fix Dragon Age. Trailer didn't rock me. I'm sorry to hear that, Nemesis. Maybe the actual game will change your mind. Who comes through that portal? What is that? I don't... Who is that?
Helpless in the face of such power.
They don't let us tell.
Rook, you've got this. I've seen your work.
Oh, by the way, BioWare did confirm in that game trailers article that Varric does not die at that first scene where you're at the ritual. So that's also why I don't feel like they kill him. If they don't kill him there, I don't feel like they're going to kill. If he dies, it's going to be like late in the game. Hope Harding pulled magic. How about this isn't a just her thing, but rather a reference to magic returning to the dwarves. It would be fascinating to see dwarves get magic. One of his wife and son better appear at some point. That's the way I feel, Rex. And that's definitely Claudia's Black voice. There's very few people who sound like Claudia Black. Skeleton, what's up, dude? How are you? Yeah, very excited. The trailer's awesome, man. What's up, Carefree? Normally hate pre-order anything but the Blood Dragon armor. Pulling on the nostalgia strings. They know how to do it. What's up, MJ? Arcane Horror. Arcane Horror coming out of a portal.
Helpless in the face of
You
such
might be
power.
right. You might be right. I can see that. Teleport is one of the ancient adventures that calls the Blight. Maybe.
I've seen your work. You're clever, adaptable, and you don't know when to quit.
That's awesome, RB. Glad to hear. Okay, so the game trailers article also revealed that when you blocked the ritual, you also gain a space in the Fade that basically becomes your hub. And that's where these people are located. And apparently this space was actually in a home that Solus used to use during his original war against the elves. And that's where you can go and see all your different party members. And apparently it's like a really vast, wide open space where they have a bunch of different activities that your party members do. So BioWare claims they've done a lot to make the space feel alive and make it interesting when you come and see your party members doing different things. And this is why also it's easy for you to use the Alluvians to travel around to different places because your home base is in the Fade. So all the Alluvians that you need are basically, I guess, right there.
You want allies to go after the gods?
What's up, Han? How are you, dude?
I've got places to look.
I don't think it's Flemeth coming out of the portal.
Where do we
I
start?
don't blame people for not pre-ordering. I get it.
I'll be damned. A griffin.
Better there. Yep.
In war, victor.
Davrin looks awesome in this trailer. Everything about Davrin is absolutely on point, and especially knowing that the Blight is here.
I'll be damned.
You obviously you want Grey Wardens, and with him, the Griffin looks a little bit larger to me. Oh, I didn't even notice the kid. The Griffin looks larger to me than it did in the previous trailers. In the previous trailers, it looked almost like a kid Griffin, but here it almost looks like he might be able to ride it, which is crazy. I didn't realize like it was damn near full grown. Like, am I crazy for saying that? It looks like he could potentially just hop onto it, maybe towards the end of the game. That That whole bird wings on his back, very cool effect. I don't know what's supposed to be his powers, but yeah, he's not going to be a permanent member of my party. He's supposed to be some sort of mage hunter, if I remember correctly. But absolutely, the look of what he does, compelling. His ears are weird. Whose ears? Davrin's? Right. Somebody was saying that they feel like, oh, you feel like the ears are too horizontal, that that the ears are too horizontal. You feel like they should be more vertical? You know what? Question. What did Solus's ears look like? Where did you see him? Here, hold on. Let me go back.
All because you.
His look a little bit, it looks the same as his, but I don't remember how Solus's ears looked in Inquisition. So that might be a change. I don't know. That's a good question. Level advancement matures the Griffin with more power skills. Eventually can be rideable, etc. would be my guess. That would be awesome. Yeah, if the Griffin grows over the course of the game, I'd be all for it. 100%. They did the Darkspawn dirty. The new design looks like trash. 100% agree. 100% agree. But I would also say the Darkspawn design has steadily gotten worse over the course of the series. Origins had the very best design for the Darkspawn. They looked fearsome. They were terrifying. Every time you face them, you're like, all right, it's that time. Let me make sure I'm on point. And steadily, in my opinion, they've gotten worse and worse and worse. They're definitely worse at Dragon Age 2. When I played Dragon Age Inquisition, I'll compare, but I'm pretty sure I felt like it was even worse at Dragon Age Inquisition, especially since I think you don't face them that often anyway. Davrin seems awesome. Love the Grey Warrens. Me too. Yeah, I really like Davrin, even in first trailer. His hair looks too modern. I think it would look cool with long hair. I don't know why you say modern. Here, hold on.
I'll be damned.
I wouldn't call that a modern look. But it is different from what you've seen on most Dragon Age characters. But I guarantee you they put a focus in this game on having more hairstyles available. Solus's eyebrows. But Dragon's fans not necessarily Valor fans. Bioware found that out with Andromeda. Are people really critiquing ears? I wouldn't say racist there. Maybe nitpicky. What's going on, GC? Yeah, I'm interested in Greedfall 2 as well. It should be interesting. Especially if I remember them past games, but I get over it. I watched the video on Greedfall 2. It looks much better than the first one. Yeah, I was talking about it earlier. It seems like they've taken some things from Origins, so I'm definitely going to be checking it out. Yeah, the Darkspawn designs have been mid since Dragon Age 2. Exactly. What's up, Wheels? I have news. I want to pre-order it, and it keeps saying page not found. Ooh! The page might have crashed because too many people were going to it. That's interesting. Warlock is going to be Frostbite. Dragon Age Inquisition Darkspawn looks so generic. You would not know if it was a random bandit. Yep, that's what I thought. So yeah, the designs have steadily gotten worse. So again, I ain't going to hold them to that. Except that it seems that a major part of this game is the blight spreading. If a major part of this game is the blight spreading and Darkspawn are everywhere, and you've got crappy looking Darkspawn everywhere you go, that's going to be a problem. That's definitely going to be a problem. Yeah, Morgan's in the game, GC.
In war, victory.
Look, oh, that's the other thing.
Victory.
I'll
be
hold on.
damned.
So his first, I love his look. I love that he's a Grey Warden. I love that he has a Griffin with him. But this outfit overall is just, it's just whatever.
A Griffin.
This outfit, doing it for me. Damn, that looks great. That looks great. The gold shoulder pads, the cape, everything about this outfit really, really works for me. Big fan. Big fan. Big point I say at this point, much of the uniqueness of Dragon Age seems to have just faded by the corporate wayside. I don't know that I would say that because in my opinion, Dragon Age has the best lore in gaming. And I feel like the lore and the foundation in and of itself makes it way more unique compared to other games. And I don't think you can complain about uniqueness when each game is so different. Like at the end of the day, what people are complaining about is that it isn't more the same. People are like, why can't you make it more like the first game? So they're not complaining about the uniqueness of it. They don't like the changes, which is not the same thing. This game is unique in the series. It's different from Inquisition, Dragon Age 2, or Dragon Age Origins. Is it different in a good way? That's the question here. He is too fine. What's going on, Tasia? Yeah, it looks sick in the play for sure. Will this game have PvP? No, it will not. Who's the little girl next to him? I don't know. And to be honest, I was trying to think, isn't this the first time we've seen a child in a Dragon Age game? Like, well, not completely. You know what? No. So we've never had a Dragon Age game where children are just running around, but we have had a couple of side quests that involve kids. So it'll be interesting to find out if in Tevinter there are actual kids just walking around, because it is interesting that they highlighted a child in the trailer. Oh, is there more natural hairstyles for black characters so we don't have to rock bald heads with barely their curls? Exactly. And that's part of the reason why I like this hairstyle as well. I feel like it looks appropriate on a black character, and even more importantly, it's not yet another copy of the Killmonger look. It seemed like every single dev wanted to just rock the Killmonger look because, okay, we know this one's black, and just throw it on their characters. It is so annoying. So I'm glad BioWare didn't fall into that trap. People want Dragon Age Origins too. Exactly. And they may never get it. The Fade decision demons are also a decision, and one I'm not with right now. They're way too bright and less demon than before. I wasn't particularly impressed with them in the first time either. When in the Game Informer article, the main art designer mentioned that they created the Fade demons in a way where they wanted to reflect a soul coming out of the Fade, looking at and just pulling together random corpses that are around them and just putting it around that soul to protect it, and then going out and causing havoc. So that's why you have the look of basically like this rib cage almost with the soul inside. That's the thinking behind it. Understanding that thinking makes me like it more, but I'm still think it's unimpressive compared to some of the more original designs. Yeah, now I'm surprised it says that was Frostbite. Inquisition has similar models. Definitely changed it up a bit. Yep. They mentioned that they've learned how to use Frostbite better than before. We'll see if that's the case. The hype over Mass Effect is not exciting to me. I played the original Mass Effect, but I am burned out on all this sci-fi stuff. I feel the exact opposite. I feel like we're getting a ton of D&D and Pathfinder games and virtually no sci-fi. I'm so happy that Owlcat confirmed their next game will be sci-fi. And there are a lot of people, Spell and Shield included, who might still be on the channel. He's got a video on this. A lot of people believe Larian's next game is going to be sci-fi. When we see child models. Okay, cool. Smexy, Desire Demons again. Definitely Romance of Devrid. I can't blame you. First and second, I believe. Okay. You could have great lore, but it's how you translate that lore to an experience. Yep, that'll be the question. Yep, and there's Connor. Yeah. So there's some side quests that involve kids. You all are right. The girl is honestly giving me Rue vibes. I would die for her. And this is why BioWare put it in the trailer. Pulling on those heartstrings. Fable is going to be more realistic, and Dragon Age is going more cartoony. You know, that's funny because that's 100% on point as far as the way the graphics look. That's true. Stop the Killmonger look. No one has that. It's getting old. It's getting old for sure. Can't find the game for pre-order at PlayStation Store. Yeah, I'm going to wait until tomorrow and pre-order it then. I'm never going to assume that it's something of a. I'm going to assume it's something of a companion quest to save his family. Ooh. He's a great warden. They're meant to cut ties and focus on the mission, but it's a trope that those characters go back. Great call out. You know what? I think I agree. Still too much neon colors. Back to trailer Dragon Age. Or what's going on, Kiki? Yeah, the color design is completely different from the original Dragon Age games for sure. I would kill for Larian to do a Warhammer style setting. I think Owlcat has Warhammer on lock. They've mentioned that there's a new Unreal Engine 5 fully voiced, fully cinematic game that they're working on, and they confirmed that it's sci-fi. A lot of people think it's going to be like the first true Warhammer extravaganza. We'll see. Warhammer RPG extravaganza. Every Dragon Age game is vastly different from each other. Exactly. Side note, I need a Griffin egg for Vitality Potion. I'm glad they revealed more, but the entire vibe I get is Play-Doh. Everything looks like it's made of Play-Doh. That's the way I feel when I look at the faces. I don't feel that way about everything. I feel like the cities look really nice, but the faces, it gives me a Play-Doh feel. Hopefully the actual game doesn't seem like that, though. The light on the armors are definitely Frostbite. Will the demons act like those in Origins where they make deals and trick you, or will they just be foot soldiers? Great question. They need to release the character creation demo. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to give a time frame for that this month. Maybe that's what they'll do as part of the hype train next month. Like this. I think Balara is pretty. Love her tats and earrings. Has the rest of his family's dead. It's just her now. Ooh. Our romance is hard and never have got my attention. Maybe the Veil Jumper will pique my interest. I'm just going with Veil Jumper because she's elf, and I'm going hardcore elf in the first run. Well, it's probably Brown saying the question is it his daughter or sister? I'm going to go with daughter. Me thinks we saw Morgan. You did, Steven. Morgan's in the trailer for sure. I wonder if we see Kieran again. If I remember correctly, he'll be around 18 to 20. If Morgan's in it, I feel like you got to. You got to. There are loads of different ways to make black person's hair look great and stand out in a good way. Just makes one roll their eyes when once again it's used as a signature character. All right. Again, love the Griffin. Love the way the cities look. Love the way his magic looks. Fantastic and brutal the way it should be.
I've never seen this before. There's something kind of exciting about it.
That's actually, I'm pretty sure what she was looking at as part of your first mission. Yeah, this is not doing it for me. Come on, y'all. This is not doing it. Look at those spindly things going through their body. That just doesn't look right. It doesn't look fearsome. This is not cutting it. So what I'm hoping is you don't face these guys that often, right? I'm hoping that there are a few times you face guys like this, but overall, there are much more interesting enemies that litter the game. Because if I have to go through, if I have to see these guys look like this again and again and again, that's definitely going to get annoying. That's definitely going to get annoying. But characters have been generic since Dragon Age 2. Not the enemies. The enemies oftentimes look very distinctive. The enemies look great, but not these ones. What's up, Barca? This is not working for me. If those are Darkspawn, I don't want to know what spawned them. Because it could become a Grey Warden again. Now, that's true therapy. If the overall game is good, if the party members are great, dialogue is great, main quest is great, I'm having a great time, the way the Darkspawn look is not going to just tear everything down for me. Husk vibes, 100% Nemesis. I absolutely agree. They look like poorly done Husk from Mass Effect, which is not what Darkspawns should look like. Absolutely not. Power Rangers Putty. All right. We have got Harding using some sort of magic to freeze them. I 100% agree with what a commenter said earlier. I hope it's not just she's special and she's the only one who could do it. I hope it's actually a situation where they found a way for dwarves to get back magic. And I hope Sandal is involved somehow in this. Now, BioWare has not, I believe, confirmed yet that Sandal is involved. But what they did say in the Game Informer article is that the quest you do in order to get your home base in the Fade, you've got to unlock something. And when you unlock it, you get a person who helps you out with all of your crafting needs. So there's somebody in the Fade who's going to handle and help you with all things crafting. I'm thinking it's going to turn out to be Sandal. and that somehow he's figured out a way to use his enchantments or found something in the Fade that helps give dwarves magic, which would be fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. You see it in the eyes. Those damn things don't have eyes. What happened to their weapons and armor, or that they were gaining intelligence? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Morgan's back. It's getting better. What I see, still not enough for pre-order. What's going on, Kiwi? Yeah, hopefully as they release more information, it'll convince you. Sunlight, what's going on, man? Mr. Trailer. The trailer was very cool. I feel like it's the best piece of marketing they've had thus far. Titan Magic coming back from Dragon Age Inquisition? Possibly. We'll see. Enchantment. Stone magic goes crazy. Honestly, it looks a bit like Solas's magic where he turns people to stone. The gameplay is good. Exactly. Nobody's going to care about anything else. I would love to see a Dragon Age Origins remake. I would 100% play that.
What is happening to me?
All of the city environments look fantastic. Anytime they're just panning around and looking at a general environment, it looks great. And this is no exception. Navarra, so I wonder if we're actually going to be able to go to Navarra when we pick this guy up. This gives me almost a real Mass Effect 2 type vibe, where it's really about recruiting all of your different party members, your specialists, to be able to deal with this issue. Mass Effect 2 worked really well in that way, so we'll see. Hopefully this will be equal.
Let the Fade draw close.
What is that?
Draw the dragon out into the open.
Whoa, I didn't realize before. There's some people over there. What's going on? What's that about? Hold on.
Draw the dragon out into the open. Then attack.
You and me, Rook. Maybe
Oh, I wonder if you need her because these elven guys are taking the form of dragons, so you need someone who specializes in that area. I've mentioned before, not a big fan of her face, but the overall look, all these jewels, the gold on her, these blue scales, I think it looks fantastic. Somebody said it doesn't look consistent with previous Qunari. I don't agree. We've never met a Qunari who's part of a treasure hunting group. We've never met a female Qunari. So I don't think we could go out on a limb and say that it's not consistent. I don't know what's going on with her horn right there. It looks like it's covered in some sort of material, or maybe her horn is broken off and she put something else there. But all the way around, I think her look is really, really strong. Really strong. There's lore basis for Dwarven Magic and Inquisition Descent DLC. Really? I don't remember that at all. Okay, I have to check that out. Love of the Veil coming down caused all this magic shenanigans. What's going on, Mayor? Yeah. I would love to see if they actually let you tear the veil down and then see the effects of your decision for sure. Match reminds me of Richard Price. Wow. Morgan will be in this game, I'm sure of it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They showed it in the trailer. I got to say, the Harding Sandal connection, maybe. Hopefully. More Sandal, the better. Tasha's drip is crazy. I agree. I'm a big fan of Tasha, the way it looked. I thought that was a guy. Nope. It's a chick. Qunari chick. What's up with Harden casting ice spells? We don't know. We'll have to find out. She has a crystal horn. Interesting. There's a female Qunarian trespasser. Oh, but I only vaguely remember her. Okay, interesting. Tosh does look consistent with the female Qunari from Trespasser. Awesome. Okay. Let's just say they're going to need a lot of personality to come out of all that. Well, she's a dragon hunter and a treasure hunter. So I'm sure she should have a very interesting personality. We'll see. God of War. I'm wondering how Tash would be like. She looks cool. I agree. It's a prosthetic horn. A lot of characters with prosthetics in this game. That's actually kind of cool. Never met a female Qunari slander, bro. The lead villain Trespass female Qunari. Bro, I played that DLC 10 years ago. I do not remember it well at all. I love the jewels, but I think what's going on is too much blue coloring on her. I wonder if it's a situation where if you put different armor on the characters, it automatically changes to align with what's supposed to be their artistic aesthetic, or if you can make them look completely different from the way they were when you first got them. It's giving one no color. Moonlight, what's going on? Yeah, you could make that case. You're present only for you. Oh, pre-seed requirements are now up on Steam. Oh, I'm sure I cleared those. Female Kimari are probably not going to look as conventionally pretty like humans or elves, but I think she's hot. We'll let her bully me for lunch, buddy. What's up, Doodlebug?
Maybe that.
All right. I've mentioned before, I don't find the female romance characters quite as attractive as I feel like some of the other major RPG games or even previous Dragon Age games were, but I really like this scene. I really like the red light. I feel like it does an interesting job of capturing intimacy, and it makes me curious to find out what else BioWare has done to make romance interesting in this game.
That's what scares
Only thing
me.
I don't like is I feel like the initial
You and
exchange is weird. The way I guess he's using both hands to pull on that one hand instead of just one hand on each hand. That's odd to me, but whatever.
Maybe
Regardless,
that's what scares me.
the scene is cool. And there goes
These are the
Morgan,
times
for
in
those who
which
didn't see her.
legends are born or
So let's
slain.
see. What is
Times in which
That's a very interesting look for her. That's certainly a sharp turn from the Kakari Wilds look that she has. I don't remember how she looked in Dragon Age Inquisition. I only vaguely remember her being at the ball and wearing that dress, but I don't remember what was her natural look. But this seems to be like a sharp departure from anything we've ever seen her in before, which is interesting. But that makes sense, right? She's probably a very, very, very different person from the one that we first met. No, baby girl, what happened to your hair? Have they covered the difficulty levels? I like a balanced difficulty, but I've heard some are looking for straight story. I don't remember. I don't think they have yet. But I know they definitely want to craft an experience where they can provide some difficulty for you. So I don't think you have to worry about it's all going to revolve around people who just want to focus on the story. The two-hand, one-hand thing is cultural. My wife, who is Mexican, does that all the time. Really? Okay, interesting. Only similar to BG3, that armor customization. Okay. Pretty much on par with the recommended specs. I thought I'd have to upgrade. Nice. Yeah, Moonlight, it looks like she duped us. And I'm glad about it. The Mathal headdress goes crazy. Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about that. That is a Mathal headdress. Whoa. Maybe she's flat out on Flemeth's side now, huh? Prefer her Dragon Age Origins and Inquisition, but she still look good. Okay. She's dressed more like Flemeth now. Oh, that's interesting. That is such an unfortunate top. It makes her look like she's rocking a quad rack. I didn't get that from it, Deacon, but that's interesting. Call out. She looked regal in Inquisition. Teventer influence. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, the design screams of Mathal imagery. I didn't consider that, but you know what? That's a good call out. Similar outfit to her Origins one. Okay, Origins remake. Yeah, I'd love to see it. Not really a fan of Morgan's new look, but it's not that bad. Yeah, I mean, it's Morgan. I'm going to love her no matter what. This might not be a romance Morgan, too. She could look different, maybe. Possibly. If Morgan is in this, maybe Dorian is also there and just hiding. Oh, Moonlight, they've already confirmed Dorian's in the game for sure. For sure, he's in the game. She is already Mathal's slave if she drank from the well. Is it guaranteed that she drank from the well? I don't remember. Wheels, we don't know that Flemeth died in Trespasser. Remember, Flemeth split her soul off into different ways for Dragon Age 2. We don't know if she had already split herself off before Solus took the soul from her body. I seriously doubt we do not see Flemeth in this game. I just can't imagine that. I just can't imagine that we don't see it. Either she drinks from the well or the Inquisitor does. Well, then she'll be drinking from it for sure in my playthrough. Interesting. I wonder if her design will differ based on if she drank from the well. Good question. Forward to the top. What's my name? You could drink from it instead? Yeah, I'm good on that. No, you could drink from the well instead. Okay, I'm glad we had this conversation. I'm definitely not drinking from the well in my Inquisition playthrough.
Legends are born or slain.
Oh, and I didn't realize that was her using magic. Huh. I'm so happy this game is not coming out until October. I got a lot of shit to do, all right? As a content creator, I got a lot going on, all right? And getting through that Inquisition live stream is going to take some time. So happy that BioWare was so considerate towards me and are going to give me a little over 2 months to get my little stuff together and be prepared for when this game actually comes out. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. Flemeth is in all the Dragon Age. I think she'll come back. 100% agree. I like her design here. The daughter of the wilds is now mother of the wilds. For sure. The other females are attractive, but it's to be expected. I'm holding out hope. I think maybe when we get into the full game, you see them in the way they're supposed to be seen, and you get to understand their personalities more, they will become unattractive. But I agree, just looking at the trailer, it doesn't grab me the way, it's hard to be as sexy as Isabella, but the way Isabella grabbed me, or frankly, even Morgan grabbed me, since we're on the subject, none of them pulled me in that same way. Drink from his McDonald's spray. Let me know how that spray hit you when you finally play this game. Zion might change. You did drink from the well. Possible. Dwarf Inquisitor becoming the new Mathal vessel would be funny. Morgan looks Chinese influence. Look, I can see it a little bit. But definitely in this game. She's not yet. She is a god. Even gods can die. Happy to Space Marine 2, Rogue Trader expansion, Shattered Space. I don't know anything about Shattered Space. What's that, Stinkus? The one mage lady doesn't look bad when she's not rocking the mentally deranged costume. You're talking about the Neve or the Veil Jumper. Plan on side-by-side playthrough as you play. Awesome. Looking forward to it, Epic. Yeah, for Dragon Age Inquisition, let's do it. Are your live streams on YouTube? I'm on YouTube and Twitch, Wheels. YouTube and Twitch. Yep, I'm excited for this game now. Awesome. All right, break time is over. Yep, take care, Han. Have a good one. It's like Isabella happened and BioWare got Sub-Zero level cold feet and refused to ever make an attractive woman ever again. His looks like it could have been an Xbox One game. What's up, Apollo? Appreciate the $2 donation, man. I see you're unimpressed. Maybe you'll be more impressed when new information comes out. Before playing, I did like Cassandra's look in Inquisition. Yeah, it took me a while to warm up to Cassandra also. So you think this trailer will finally be a win for BioWare? I think it'll be a win for sure. For sure. I find the female characters attractive. Balara and Harding are so pretty. I'm not thinking about the characters I know I'm not interested in romancing right now. Harding does look cute, but I don't count her. You had Inquisition to go off of. It's not like you made it yourself. At least nobody looks purposely ugly like in the Fable trailer. I don't understand why people are so upset about the main character looking ugly in Fable. Like, the whole point of Fable is humor. It's hilarious that she looks that ugly. It is. It's absolutely hilarious. Why are people so upset that they can't play as some busty babe for their Fable game? Like, that's not the point of the series. That's never been the point of the series. The point of the series has always been about what is funny. Her look is funny. It's hilarious that she's that damn ugly. Come on now. And Kunara woman are super hot. Art is cute too. I'm glad they're working for you, Moonlight. Like a voiceover. The time skip wasn't kind. She now looks like a kindly grandma. What's up, Christina? Glad you're excited for the game. Who's the chick? I don't know what's happening here. I don't know who that is.
Our gods are back. Our gods. How do we stand against that?
I believe in all of
The
us.
armors look
So let's get
fantastic.
it done.
Oh, and this scene, come on, man. Come on. Come on. Beware the dread wolf. Falon dead. Come on. I'm with it. 100% I'm with it. 100% I'm with it. Let there be no doubt Solus was right. Okay. Yeah. I think they did a great job. I think was that Lucatus going against a necromancer? Might have been. My dwarf playthrough of Inquisition on Romance Harding. I hope that is reflected in Veilguard. Dwarf looks sick. I agree. Only companions are attractive looking. Everyone is entitled to their own taste, but there's 33 flavors. Yep, exactly. That's why I'm happy. So, their companions that some people are enjoying. The necromancer looks like a Disney villain wannabe. But I like it. I think it's kind of hilarious. I don't need all my characters to be the same way or look the same way. You know? So you've got some characters who are much closer to what you would expect from a Dragon Age game. And then you've got a character who looks completely different. And he's much older than any party member we've had. I like variety. You know? And I think it's very interesting that they got Eric Mercer, but they're having him play the zombie servant instead of the actual full companion. I think that's a fascinating choice, and it makes me wonder how much content and reactivity the little skeleton has. So, yeah, I'm good with him. Do like Levin's look too. All right, let's do one more full watch of the trailer. And then move on. Ballard Neve. Tough choice, man. Tough choice.
You have no idea what you have done.
Game engine footage with some custom camera angles.
Blighted elven gods walk free. All because you disrupted my ritual.
You battle against gods. They will not rest until you are on your knees. Fearful. Cowering. Helpless in the face of such power.
Rook, you've got this. I've seen your work. You're clever, adaptable, and you don't know when to quit.
You want allies to go after the gods? I've got places to look.
Where do we start? I'll be damned.
I cannot wait.
In war,
Beast the horrible looking Darkspawn. They made him look like Play-Doh.
I'm ready.
I've never seen this before. There's something kind of exciting about it. What is happening?
It looks great. I'm sorry. I am excited for it. I won't even deny. I'm a big Dragon Age fan. I've really been looking forward to this, and this trailer did not bring down my excitement at all.
Then attack.
You and me, Rook. Maybe that's what scares me.
These are the times in which legends are born or slain.
Our gods are back. Our gods. How do we stand against that?
I believe in all of us, so let's get it done.
Just awesome. Hopefully it's good. Oh, and then, oh man, I didn't even catch that one of the people in the Blood Dragon armor was a Kunari. That's fantastic. Yeah. Pre-order now. Receive the Blood Dragon armor. I'll definitely be pre-ordering. It's nice to have attractive companions, but they got to be well written. That's a fact. WK, what's going on, man? Yeah, I agree. It did look awesome. Yeah, I'm appreciating we're getting a bigger variety of ages for companions to reflect the aging of the player base since Origins. Exactly. Variety, man. Variety. I just pre-ordered. Yes, I know. But I know I'm getting this no matter what. So exactly. If you already know you're gonna do it, it just is what it is. It's different if you're on the fence. Martin, what's up, man? Will we ever learn the dragons? Never, dude. Never. Never. Two out of top. But aside from Harden, the Necro, the Assassin, they all seem to have a similar level of smarm. Maybe not. We'll see. I saw someone mention that it might be about culture, that the native characters look much more eccentric. That's an interesting call out. You might be right. Yeah, Benjamin, I'm really excited as well. Said 2 companions, but there are always 3. Is Varric a constant companion now? You could bring 2 companions with you. So there's 3 characters, including yourself. Pre-order the deluxe edition. I don't care. Yeah, the big fan and not proud of it. What's up, Andrew? Imagine if this has been the first and only trailer they released. We'd be having a very different discussion about the game, but the hype train has certainly started now. Maj Bear, what's up? Never pre-ordered. If you know, I don't understand the never pre-order crew. It's different if you're on the fence about the game. It's different if you could be like, you know what, maybe there's a possibility I'm not going to play it. But if you know, no matter what, when this game comes out, you're going to play it. What's the point of not pre-ordering? Like for me, all right, I love Dragon Age. I'm a huge fan of the Dragon Age series. Even if on launch day there was a line of ranked 5 out of 10 reviews saying this game is trash, this game is terrible, I hated this game, blah, 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 I'm still going to buy it for myself because I'm still going to be like, I love Dragon Age. I might feel differently about it from you all, so I'm going to go ahead and get it. It's different if you're not completely sure whether or not you're actually going to enjoy or buy the game. Like, for example, I never played Kingdom Come, so I'm not nearly as excited as the rest of you about Kingdom Come 2. I plan to play it. I probably will play it because I'm a content creator and it's a huge game in my space. I'm most definitely going to play when it comes out. But if I was just a regular person with no channel and I was considering Kingdom Come, I wouldn't pre-order it. Because I'm like, if Kingdom Come 2 comes out and a whole bunch of reviews say that it's garbage, I'm probably going to wait until it's not garbage, right? So, like, I can't agree with the whole, like, never pre-order no matter what, it's terrible, blah, blah, blah. It's like, how do you feel about the game? Do you know no matter what on release day you're going to play it? Then you might as well pre-order. Like, what do you have to lose? Oh, yeah, I'm definitely playing Space Marine 2, for sure. Oh, yeah, I'm 100% a Star Wars fan. Martin, I plan to do Star Wars Outlaws. I don't know when the Outlaws game comes out, though. Yeah, it'd be nice if we could control planets, for sure. Has BioWare reached what, D-Jim? Yeah, type it on Steam Deck. Variety at the expense of what came before is a variety, it's replacement. But it's not at the expense. The Dragon Age, it's always purposefully reinvented itself with each new game. So, like, expense is kind of relative. They purposefully try to give players something different each time. You know, the universe, I say let the elves rot. But in Dragon Age, they get a pass. Solus is not crazy. Solus is right. And yeah, not being able to swap to companions is going to make the combat age rapidly. That's possible. We'll see. I wonder if they made it 2 companions you could take with you because there's a 4th companion that is fixed based on the mission. Huh. That'd be interesting. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Batman Arkham Knight for PC really got the never pre-order crew into high gear. Anytime a game is a PC port, I beware, to be honest with you. Like, so many people told me to buy Ghost of Tsushima, but part of the reason why I didn't get it was I was like, I don't know if they're going to do right by me. I don't know if this port is going to be on point. I've heard good things about it, though, to be honest with you. I don't care too much, even though I'm ardently anti-pre-order myself. Every pre-order is that much more, yes, more pleased for the audience for that sort of thing. Really just devil's advocate. It used to be foreign games were only physical. Most people just get it digital now. There's no reason to pre-order unless you're getting some limited edition item with it. That's why I pre-order, because stuff like the Blood Dragon armor, I want to have it. I pre-ordered Andromeda and Anthem. Oof. That's rough. That's rough. I'm pretty sure I pre-ordered Andromeda myself, to be honest with you. Odds are we pre-ordered this too, although those Blood Dragons are look mid at best. What? The Blood Dragon armor? The Blood Dragon armor looks awesome, dude. Stop it. So pre-order Space Marine 2 because I know I'll be playing that. Exactly. This between pre-order and buy it on sale is huge depending on the game. I would buy Dragon Dogma 2 on sale if I wasn't hyped about character creation demo. And that's true. If you don't feel the need to play the game right on release date and you can wait until it gets on sale, it's absolutely worth it because you're going to get significant savings. There's no doubt about that. CB, what's up, dude? Definitely better than the Fortnite type thing we saw. Yep, much better trailer. Much better trailer. Outlaw releases in about 2 weeks. Damn, there's a lot happening in September. Significantly more understanding for content creators, specifically respect to pre-orders. Yeah, it's basically their job. Exactly. I gotta buy it. I gotta buy it. Because the pre-order bonus is still available on launch and there's no point. The only time I've seen a pre-order bonus where I got really, really frustrated, was like, this is not cool, was actually Mass Effect 3. Because they included, damn, I can't remember. Was the Protean, it might have been DLC. I think they added a Protean as DLC that you had to pay like $10 for. It was either a $10 DLC or it was a pre-order. Either way, it was dog shit. I was like, you all cannot take something this core to the lore, something that people have been looking for the entire Mass Effect series, and then make it something that's outside of the core game. This is really, really messed up. So I bought it, but I wasn't happy about it. I wasn't happy about it at all. They Mass Effect the gameplay, basically. Yeah, and honestly, I don't agree with the decision, but I'm going to hold off until I play the game to really give a full outline of it. But I do not agree with try to make Dragon Age more like Mass Effect. What will be interesting, though, is if they try to make Mass Effect more like Dragon Age. If they switch around like that, that would actually be kind of funny. I wonder if it still takes place in Tevinter. Tevinter is the main city hub, from my understanding. Basically, makes no sense buying something you can't play till it comes out. What's so great about pre-ordering? Extra useless items which tend to be bad or cosmetic. Just wait till the day of release. So you pre-order because there are extra items that you feel passionate about. Again, Blood Dragon armor. There's been Blood Dragon armor in just about every game of the Dragon Age series. It's iconic. I kind of want it, and so it motivates me to pre-order. But even more importantly, you pre-order because you want to assist in the game looking successful, because you care about the developer. I care about BioWare. I want BioWare to continue to exist. I want BioWare to continue making games. And so because of that, I feel comfortable pre-ordering their game. There are some developers who I feel like I have a personal stake in their continued success because they make games that are specifically appeal to the genre of game that I like to play. And I love CRPGs, right? Especially isometric, isometric, complicated CRPGs, right? With layered mechanics. There's not a whole lot of developers who do that. There's just not. So Obsidian, Owlcat, Larian Studios, I want these developers to be around. Like if those three developers fall off a cliff and stop making games, I'm not sure, where quality games in my genre would come from. So when they announce a game, I'm 100% down to pre-order it because I know those pre-order sales, it's going to bump up the numbers and make it seem even more like the game is successful. And then other people will want to jump on, pre-order as well, be a part of the success, be a part of the hype. And all of it helps the developer and helps to ensure that the developer is able to continue paying their people and making the type of games that I love. That's me personally why I pre-order. So I feel like, again, it does make sense depending on how you feel about the game or the developer who makes the game. You shouldn't just pre-order everything. You shouldn't just pre-order because the trailer tells you to. But if you have a personal stake in it, it makes sense for you to go ahead and do that. Paulo, thanks for the $2 donation, dude. I hate pre-order bonuses being early access. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. But it's definitely there's a shady aspect to it. I'll say that much. There is. Andromeda Anthem. Yikes. Yeah. I was curious on the Griffin. What I remember the lore that's supposed to be extinct. And the book that was released before this game came out, they finally found, I don't remember if it was a new Griffin or a new Griffin egg, but the Griffins have been discovered yet again, but they're not widespread yet. So it's not like all Grey Wardens have one. Andromeda was enough for me. I can safely cope in that the multiplayer for Andromeda was sizably fun. Oh, yeah, it wasn't worth what I paid for the game. It's hard to disagree with that for sure. Yeah, Jaffic was DLC. Okay, yeah, it was terrible. Terrible. Released with a, right. If that's what it was, that's why I felt like it was a pre-order bonus. It was a day one DLC ripped for the game that they charged $10 for. That is fucked up. That is fucked up for something that's core. That is that core to the lore, the first Prothean, and you can have it as a party member, and you're gonna do your fan base like that? Terrible. Terrible business from BioWare. No. Thing with pre-ordering is that I'm now hoping that it will be good, and I'll feel burnt if it's a letdown. That's true. A lot of people felt burnt by Cyberpunk. They felt burnt by Cyberpunk. I can't tell you, every time the discussion of Cyberpunk comes up, you got a whole line of people saying they'll never pre-order from CDPR again. If you look at the articles, you'll see a whole bunch of people say, oh, CDPR is back, the game's all fixed and it's all good now, blah, 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 and CDPR can move on to the next thing. There's a whole bunch of people who ain't forgot a damn thing. Whole bunch of people who said, no, you burnt me. I put my trust in you. You burnt me for $80, $90, $100. I'm never going to forget that. I'm not pre-ordering your next game. Now, let's be honest. Most of those people will probably pre-order CDPR's next game. But it's the principle. It's the principle of the matter. Ain't that or them being in doesn't hurt. What's up, y'all? Delora, what's up? Yeah, you missed it, but the trailer's awesome, man, for sure. For sure. Trailer was absolutely fantastic, dude. There's also the fact pre-orders back in the day meant you got it day one with limited physical copies. Now it's all digital. You could just get it whenever. All EA BioWare did with all their games before acquisition, though. Each one had a companion locked behind pre-order, and it pissed a lot of people off. I don't remember that. Who was the pre-order companion for Dragon Age 2? Even Mass Effect got that armor. I remember that part, but I consider equipment different. Like, oh, I get an extra sword or I get an extra armor, whatever. Ubisoft loves to do that with Assassin's Creed. They're like, hey, you could pre-order, or hey, you could buy some money in our store and get this really cool looking armor here. And I'm like, whatever, dude. You can kick rocks on that. But to do something where it's like an actual gameplay, where like party member reactivity, or even party member mechanics, because if I remember correctly, yeah, he had a list of mechanics, like some of the things he could do individually, other people could do, but as far as his actual character sheet, nobody had an actual character sheet like that. So you could get mechanics you couldn't get from anybody else. Whack. Jorge, what's up, man? I'm halfway through Divinity 2, and I wanted to ask you which series you like more, Pillars of Eternity or Divinity Original Sin? Pillars of Eternity. I feel like Pillars of Eternity 1 and 2 are both classic CRPGs. I was actually just saying it earlier today. I think Pillars of Eternity 1 flat out saved the CRPG as a genre. Like, a lot of people felt like CRPGs were about to die out when Pillars of Eternity came out, and Obsidian just brought it roaring back. So it wasn't just a great game, but it came out during a time where the streets needed it. The genre was on its last legs. It was in desperate need of rejuvenation. Pillars of Eternity brought that. I played Divinity Original Sin 1. It was cool. I enjoyed it. I don't feel like it's a classic game. I don't feel like it's this grand extravaganza, all right, that people try to make it. Divinity Original Sin 2, amazing. One of the best CRPGs ever. And you can make the case that that game is better than both Pillars of Eternity 1 and 2. But I do not feel like you can make the case that the overall Divinity Original Sin series is better than the Pillars of Eternity series. No, I don't feel that way. Hot take. Cyberpunk 2077 was fine unless you had a PS4 or ran it on a hot potato. It was fine as long as you played it on PC. If you played on console, it was trash. Oh yeah, it was good, Delord. I think it's the best piece of marketing BioWare has released for the Dragon Age game, for sure, for sure. I was burnt by CDPR stock. I remember what it was before 2077 release. Then the reaction to the game, the stock did a nosedive. Well, did you hold on to it? Because the stock is probably back up now. Let's be honest, most of these people are going to pre-order in this game. That's also another reason I'm so ardently against pre-ordering for myself, if not for anyone else. I understand. Oh, that's right. Sebastian and Shale were both pre-order companions, either pre-order or DLC companions. I forgot about that. But was Sebastian a day one DLC companion? I thought in the case of Shale, like Shale came along way later, right? Am I misremembering that? No one remembers Sebastian. Vivian wasn't DLC. Vivian came with the game. What's going on, Hybris? Ubisoft has a literal microtransaction store. Yeah. Ubisoft goes crazy with it. When people say they hate Ubisoft, they don't buy Ubisoft games, they can't stand them, I get it. I absolutely 100% agree. Have they announced whether or not there's going to be crazy microtransactions and outlaws? I swear that they said something about it's just going to be a straight up single player game to try to get more people to buy it, but I can't remember. All right. Delord, you missed this, and I feel like watching this one more time anyway. So we're going to watch this one more time, and then it's going to be time for me to drop off and get back to business. Because my daughter has been so good. She's home from school, and she has been running in and causing a whole bunch of ruckus for me. I appreciate it.
No idea what you have done. The blighted
I
elven
love the way
gods
this thing
walk
moves.
free, all because you disrupted my ritual.
You battle against gods. They will not rest until you are on your knees. Fearful, cowering, helpless in the face
I didn't
of
realize this was
power.
Morgan.
Rook, you've got this. I've seen your work. You're clever, adaptable, and you don't know when to quit.
You want allies to go after the gods? I've got places to look.
Where do we start?
At least she doesn't have a book on her head when she's in her regular clothing.
In war, victory. I'm ready.
I've never seen this before. There's something kind of exciting about it. What is happening to me?
Harding the Mage.
Let the fade draw close.
Draw the dragon out into the open. Then attack.
You and me, Rook. Maybe that's what scares me.
These are the times in which legends are born.
Where's your child?
Our gods are back. Our gods. stand against that.
I believe in all of us. So let's get it done.
Sick. Woo! All right. And that is that. Appreciate all of you. Had a lot of fun looking through the trailer and digging through all the different details. I'll definitely continue to cover more Dragon Age over time. But that's it for now, for today. Hope all of you enjoy the stream. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Oh, for some reason my chat stopped working. Oh crap! I didn't even realize that my camera didn't change. Damn! For some reason my chat stopped working and I stopped getting chat messages. That's weird. Sorry about that, you all. Yep. Take care, Deacon. Have a good one, Chief. Take care, Ghost. Have a good one, Eric. Delord, take care, man. Stinkles, take care. Bye, Gracie. Take care, Dee Dee. Rayclaw.